California's new fast food minimum wage law has a notable exception. The Panera Bread chain. There are claims it's due to a relationship between Governor Gavin Newsom and a donor who owns multiple locations.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about an interesting exception to California's brand new minimum wage law. Now, I've reported before about California's already high $16 an hour minimum wage rising to $20 an hour for certain fast food restaurants. Now, according to the law's language, Panera Bread would normally be included in these restaurants that must raise their wage to the 20. However, they have an exception written for them, although they're not mentioned by name. The law says basically, if you at least partially operate as a bakery and you create standalone bread items that are sold individually, you are exempt from the law. Now, people are scratching their heads like, why was that written? How does it make any sense? Like, what's the science behind that? But it all makes sense once you realize that the largest franchisor of Panera Breads in California and the second largest franchisor of Panera Breads in the world is Gavin Newsom's billionaire friend, a guy by the name of Greg Flynn. Okay, it makes all the sense in the world. Now, not only are these guys good friends, they went to the same high school. Now, I'm not saying they were high school classmates. There's a little bit of an age gap in between them, about 3 to 4 years. I think Greg Flynn is 59 or 60, and Newsom is 56 years old. So there's a bit of an age difference. Maybe they were classmates, maybe they weren't, but they did go to the same high school. Greg Flynn has contributed $164,000 to Gavin Newsom's campaigns throughout the years. He also acquired an Napa Valley resort that was managed by Gavin Newsom's hospitality firm. So there's been quite a bit of money exchanged hands. These guys are friends. They know each other. And there's an exemption in the new minimum wage law for his friends. One of his friends' franchise locations that he owns at least 24 of. So, I mean, are we putting 2 to 2 together or what's going on? Now, before I go any further, let's check out the actual news clip. If you want to see the news clip and also read the articles that I'm getting my information from, I will link to everything in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Well, tonight, Republican state leaders are calling for an investigation of Governor Gavin Newsom.
This over allegations he advocated for changes to a major law to benefit a billionaire friend and donor. The state legislature ultimately approved those changes. KCRA 3's Ty Steele joins us now with more on what this means. Ty?
Now, before they continue, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of a certain somebody over in Illinois. Okay, a little bit back east, Midwest, whatever you want to call it. One Miss Tiffany Henyard shaking down businesses allegedly for campaign contributions. And if they don't give to the campaign, then she sticks the police on them and has them shut down, revoking liquor licenses. This kind of seems like that, but on a much bigger level, much bigger level. The corruption in this country in local governments, federal government is crazy, but I digress.
This all centers on California's law requiring major fast food chains to pay workers a minimum wage of $20 an hour this April, and a big exemption that was made. Lawmakers passed the FAST Act back in 2022. It set the new wages and established a council to bargain for working conditions on behalf of the state's 500,000 fast food workers. But baked into the legislation was a unique exemption. Chains that
baked in was hilarious.
Bake and sell their own bread, and that includes the fast food chain Panera Bread. And tonight, sources tell KCRA 3 that the governor pushed for that exemption after negotiations with Greg Flynn, who owns 24 Panera Bread restaurants here in California.
Now, this picture of him is crazy, but negotiate with the business owner, is that how that works when you create laws? Hey, I'm no politician. If you guys know about that, let me know in the comments.
According to Bloomberg News, Flynn has been a major Newsom donor, giving $100,000 to Newsom's campaign against the 2021 recall and nearly $65,000 to his 2022 re-election campaign. So when Newsom finally signed that agreement into law in 2023 at a news conference in Los Angeles, KCRA 3's Ashley Zavala asked why the exemption was there in the first place.
There's a provision in this bill that exempts bakeries, essentially places that sell and bake bread on site. So carving out essentially Panera and Boudin. I wonder, why in the agreement did you all decide that those workers should not be within the umbrella of this?
Now let's pause for a minute. First of all, we have a bunch of workers behind him. People that got, this lady has on the Wendy's hat. And then I see someone with a sign talking about workers, probably some pro minimum wage hike situation. And then he's being asked right now about the provision that creates an exception for certain restaurants, specifically Panera Bread, which you said, Boudin. Now, how is he going to spin it? That's my question. Let's see what he does.
That's part of the sausage making that was part of 257, the original bill. And we went back and forth, and there was part of the negotiation. It's the nature of negotiation.
Part of the sausage making. My man back here. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
There's a lot of component parts in the industry. It's not just Jack in the Box, not just McDonald's. There are a lot of different players. This affects a lot of different franchisees and different models as it relates to that.
Why would anybody want to raise their wages by force of the government? If they want to raise them, they raise them. Why would anybody agree to this at all? Negotiation for what? If I'm a business owner, I'm going to say, government, get out of the way completely. Whatever I want to pay and whatever my employees want to accept, that's just what it is. You don't get in the way.
And different conditions and environments. And so that was all part of the give and take. And that was the collective wisdom of the legislature and ultimately led to my signature.
Well, tonight, the governor's office responded to the report in a statement saying, quote, this legislation was the result of countless hours of negotiations with dozens of stakeholders over 2 years. Staff in the governor's office met with dozens of business owners as well as union representatives, as is expected when policies of this consequence are moving through the legislature. Meantime, State Assembly Republican Minority Leader James Gallagher has called for an investigation. Posting online, can any franchisee get an exemption from the $20 minimum wage law, or do they need to donate more than $150,000 to Newsom first?
That's what I'm saying. To me, it's pretty clear what's going on. This is your friend. Not only the campaign contributions, but also, again, Gavin Newsom has a hospitality firm that manages a Napa Valley resort, and Greg Flynn acquired it. So there's a lot of money going back and forth. And they went to the same high school. These are friends. They know each other. He probably got a call from Greg Flynn speaking about Gavin Newsom. Hey, come on, Gavin, man, look out for me. You're killing me with the minimum wage law. Make an exception for bakeries that sell individual bread items. It won't be called the Panera Bread exception, but it'll help me. The other place, Boudin, they might got 2 locations in San Francisco. Who cares about them? It's most important that me and my 24 plus Panera Breads in California are protected from this law.
As for Greg Flynn, the billionaire franchisee, he told KCRA 3 as far back as 2022 that if the bill passed, he wasn't sure if his company would survive. He has not responded to the latest reports. Back to you, Golston.
Oh, so that's what's going on. You got your man Greg Flynn and Gavin Newsom. These are buddies. They know each other. There's been quite a bit of money that's exchanged hands. There's a lot going on. Okay, now I want to show you guys some of the brands that the Flynn Group has. Again, Greg Flynn has a group or a company called the Flynn Group, and they franchise a bunch of restaurants, Panera Bread being one of them. Okay, so they got a bunch of Panera Breads, Applebee's, Taco Bell, Arby's, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, Planet Fitness, etc. Now, the Pizza Hut specifically, remember I covered them where they fire all their delivery drivers. That could have been part of the whole thing. It's like, all right, look, you raise it, whatever. I'm just going to fire my drivers and make that be a thing that happens with Uber Eats or whatever. They'll pick up the slack. So for him, it might have been a way to actually save a little bit by not having to pay the drivers. And if anybody wants to complain, blame Gavin Newsom. Don't blame me. That could be part of it. But those Panera Breads, hey, we need that. We got to have those. We have, look, they had acquired 47 cafes in 2015. And since then, they've more than tripled in size. So let's say they had 50. What's 5 times 3? 150. So they have quite a few Panera Breads. And they have over 2 dozen in California alone. See, they got 125 restaurants in 8 states with quite a few team members, nearly 7,000 people that they employ. So, yeah, if you ask me as I close, this was the Greg Flynn billionaire donor exemption? If it's not, then I can't tell. And I want someone who defends this. I want someone to explain it to me. Why was this particular exception made? Negotiations? How is that really? Again, why would anybody accept this? Why would anybody? I don't want it at all. How do you go from I don't want this, I don't want minimum wage, to there's like no choice? It's one or the other. I don't want it. Okay, you still got to get it. But if you are Greg Flynn, you're Gavin Newsom's friend, you gave a lot of money, you bought one of his resorts that his company manages, oh, cool, you get an exception. We'll give you a little bit of break financially. That is kind of what it looks like to me. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on what's happening here with the Panera Bread exemption? You think that this is some corruption happening, some quid pro quo? You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is obvious corruption. I don't really see another way to explain it. I mean, people can say that it's not really, and it's just, what he said, part of the sausage making, which you mean part of the corruption making. That's what it looks like. I mean, this is your friend. You went to the same high school. You're giving you a bunch of money. I mean, come on. You just did a favor for a guy who does you favors. I don't really see how it can be spun any other way, aside from just outright lying about it. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.